The Council will soon consider some changes to the local council tax reduction scheme. The council tax reduction scheme helps people on low incomes by reducing the amount of council tax they have to pay. We are consulting with residents about the proposed changes to the scheme before the changes are finalised. We have already consulted with Kent County Council, Kent Fire and Rescue Service and the Kent Police and Crime Commissioner because any changes to council tax will affect them. This consultation is an opportunity for you to have your say about the proposed changes. We are considering changing the scheme to help us make savings. But we must balance the need for savings against the needs of people on low incomes. Why do we need to make savings? We really don't have any choice about this. Our running costs are more than our total income from council tax and other charges. This used to be okay because the government would give us a grant as well, but in recent years the grant has been cut and cut again. And although we've already managed to make hundreds of thousands of pounds of savings, it's not enough to compensate. We can still provide our services because we have money saved up from previous years, but that's going to run out pretty soon. So before we run out of money, we need to make enough savings to balance the books. The council tax reduction scheme costs about £800,000 a year, so it would be wrong to ignore it while we're looking for potential savings. And if we don't evaluate the scheme, we may have to increase council tax or cut services. Our proposed changes to the scheme are also driven by reforms the government has made to the welfare system over the past few years, reforms that have affected the housing benefits scheme which we administer on the government's behalf. We want to know if you think the council tax reduction scheme should reflect these national welfare reforms. Our current scheme mirrors the old council tax benefit scheme which was abolished in 2013. And we need to make sure our updated scheme is appropriate to the current economic climate. We currently limit council tax reduction to 81.5%. This means that every working age resident has to make a contribution to their council tax of at least 18.5%. In order to make savings, we may need to increase the minimum contribution. What changes are we proposing? We're looking at 14 options. Some are included to mirror the government's welfare reforms, and some are to ensure the scheme is fair and equal. None of the proposed changes will affect pensioners. Most of the options would result in us making savings, although there are some that could cost us more money. And it's really important to know what you think. So we'd like you to take part in a survey. Your views will help us design the scheme that will run from April 2017. There are 14 options, and the survey has several questions about each one, so it will take some time to fill it in. Be prepared to spend at least half an hour on it. The survey includes a short explanation of each option, but we've also written a guide which explains the options in detail, and you can use this to help you as you complete the survey. If you have any questions about the options, then please email us at cts@tmbc.gov.uk.